So this morning's class is going to be working with the shoulders and the hips and also our core as well. So we're going to really kind of focus on the core this morning. So allow us to we're going to start by coming into Shavasana. So lying down in Shavasana, letting those shoulders just relax down. If you want to put anything underneath your head to make yourself comfortable, you can pop a cushion under your head. If you want to pop a blanket over you, you can put a blanket over you as well. So I just want you to be really comfortable here. And then take a deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale. Just sigh the breath away as you feel yourself just dropping down into the earth. And again, just taking a nice long deep breath in. And just feeling the breath just sigh away. And as we breathe, I just want you to be aware of your navel. So as you breathe in, you can feel your belly expand. And then as you exhale, just feel that belly just drawing all the way back into the spine. But we're not pressing the spine into the earth. And then as we breathe in, we can feel the belly expanding here. We can feel those shoulders dropping into the earth, and the back of the head, the crown on the earth. And then just exhaling and just being aware of that spine, just bringing the belly all the way back towards the spine. Just feel that movement there. So we've been talking all this week about, because it's we've come into this very dark time of the year, and we've had the new moon as well at the beginning of the week. So this, the winter solstice represents this shift from the darkness to the light. And sometimes we can align it with this sense of hope, however distant. And it's a time of the year for nesting, for resting, and just for burrowing into your life, into your poses, and just reconnecting with the quiet and the still. And though the coldest part of the winter, the darkest part is still ahead, there's going to be more light. As of Monday, there's going to be more light every day. And then every consecutive day after that, until we build right up until the summer solstice. So I just want you to think in this week of maximum darkness, how can our practice give us rest and sustenance from the cold months ahead? And sometimes people see darkness as like the light as the good and the dark as the bad, and people don't like the dark. But I think we can really learn something from the darkness. It's a time to really kind of reset, to step back a little bit, really to focus on yourself. Focus on the here and the now. It's also a really good time to think about our intentions, what we want to plant, what we want to cultivate for the coming year. So today in class, we're going to be thinking about working through Manipura chakra. We're going to be working all over, really. We're going to be working with all the chakras. And we're going to be working with our energy, our light. And we're going to think about this light and our own energy in our practice today. So as we lie here, I just want you to draw your awareness down into the palms of your hands. And your palms hopefully are facing up towards the sky. And as you breathe in, just think about breathing all the way down into the palms, all the way down into the fingers. Almost feel that your hands are being activated by energy. You might find some tingling. So as we breathe in, we breathe down into the hands. And as we exhale, we just allow ourselves just to release. Again, just breathing in and breathing out to feel that energy down into the hands. And if you can't feel that down into the hands, think about it just coming down into the belly. And throughout the class now, I want you to kind of like tap into the stillness of the season. And even in this, the time, this sometimes frantic holiday preparations, the sun is offering us the greatest amount of downtime. So take your rest in this time. Now from breathing down to hands and feeling this energy in the hands, just let the hands come onto the belly. So we feel that warmth just coming onto our core, onto our solar plexus. And we can feel the rise and fall. Feel the rise and fall of the body here. You can feel that breath of your breath moving into your hands from the belly. And then from here, just bending the knees, take the feet onto the floor. Find your balance in your body, because this time of the year is also all about just drawing balance and using this light to kind of balance us where we feel that we're not getting as much light as normal. And just spreading those toes. Just feel the weight of your body on the floor. Keep those shoulders relaxing down. And if you've got something under your head, just removing it so the head's just dropping down into the earth here. And then just spread those hands out across the abdomen so you feel maybe the thumbs are in the belly button, the fingers are coming down to the pubic bone. Relax those shoulders, breathe in. And then as we exhale, just roll the lower back into the earth, press into the floor, lift the hips off the floor just a little bit, not too far. Rolling, pressing down into the feet, lift the hips, roll the shoulders into the earth. Breathe in as you exhale, just rolling all the way down and through the hips. And keeping that chin tucked in. Take a nice long deep breath in. As you exhale, rolling into the lower back, press the body into the earth. Lifting the hips, keep that chin tucked in. Lift and lengthen, relax those shoulders. Keeping the hands on the belly, exhale, press down into the navel and the fingers will turn up towards the sky as you lower into that lower back. And then press down into that tailbone. And then again, breathe in, rolling through the body. Press into those elbows, lifting those hips up. Pull those elbows down to the floor, press into the elbows. And maybe the hands are onto the side of the hips here. And just holding it here. And then breathe in and exhale and releasing all the way down. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Exhale, curl the head up towards the knees. Let the head drop all the way down, taking the arms out to the side. Lift those knees up a little bit. So the knees come up, so the feet come up a little bit and the knees come sort of 90 degrees with your body. Pin those shoulders down onto the earth. Let the knees just drop over to the right hand side, just not all the way, about 45 degrees over. So you're just hinging over, Feel this left shoulder dropping down into the earth. And then breathe in, come back to the center, roll through the sacrum, come over to the left side, pull this right shoulder down into the earth. Using your core. And then breathing in, coming back. Come over to the right hand side, just rolling over just slightly onto the right hand side. Extend those legs so you're at that 45-degree angle. Keep that left shoulder on the floor. Those legs are out to the side, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. And then bend those knees, come back to the center. Take the knees over to the left-hand side, chin in. And then extending those legs out, stretching to those legs over to the left-hand side. Keeping that right shoulder grounded. And then from here, come back to the center, bend those knees, come back to the center. And then extend those legs up. And you're probably starting to feel it into the core. So from here, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed, sucker the legs together. And then from here, just draw the legs over to the right-hand side. Pull that left shoulder down into the earth. So just coming over about 45 degrees. Now from here, just drop the right leg down onto the floor. The left leg stays where it is. Then bring that left leg all the way down to join the right leg. And then from here, lift the left leg. Lift the right leg. Bring the legs back to the center, keeping those legs straight, taking the legs over to the left-hand side. Keep those shoulders dropping. Right shoulder down onto the floor. Bring the left leg down onto the floor. Bring the right leg down to join it. Keeping those shoulders nice and grounded. And then lift the left leg. So the left leg comes up about 45 degrees. And then the right leg comes up. And then bring those legs back to the center. And we're going to take like a figure of 8. So if you think of that infinity symbol as we just come through. And then we cross over at the center, don't we? So it's like a figure of 8 on its side. And then coming through, bringing those knees in, rocking through the pelvis, taking the legs out so you can really feel that core working as well as just mobilizing through the hips. And then try going back into the opposite direction. And coming through. And then come back to the center. Hug those knees in. Breathe in. Exhale, lifting the head up towards the knees. Releasing down, taking the arms above the head. Take those feet up towards the sky. Stretch into the fingers. Stretch into the soles of the feet. Breathing in, exhale, lifting the head up, just curl the head up towards the knees. And then breathing in, taking those arms up over the head, stretch into those feet. And again, exhale, lifting the head up. And then from here, we're going to rock all the way up into a seated position. Sitting nice and tall, letting those knees drop out to the side. Pull those shoulders up towards those ears. Let those hips just drop down. Feel yourself nice and active in your belly, so we feel that we're really lifting all the way up. From here, we're going to lift the arms up towards the sky, stretching those arms up, linking those fingers, push those palms up towards the sky. Draw the arms back towards the ears. From here, just ease over, just to one side. And then coming back, easing over to the other side, keeping those hips. And then breathe in and coming back, taking that right hand, keep the right shoulder away from the ear as we stretch through. And then breathing in, lifting that arm up. Exhale. And then coming all the way through. And then from here, breathing in. Now this time we're going to come over, we're just going to bring this right arm in front of the belly, but don't rest it on the thighs. Just have it crossing the arms and take in that arm through. Now you might find the left hip wants to pop off the floor, but keeping that left hip grounded. So this arm's kind of not resting, it's just coming out to the other side. And then breathe in, circling around. So if you've got that great big sun in front of you, and then easing over to the other side. Holding it here, press through into those hands. And then from here, breathing in, lift both arms up towards the sky, lift both arms up above the head. Exhale, circle those hands all the way down towards the earth. And then come forward onto the hands and onto the knees. So if you need to take a blanket underneath your knees, take a blanket underneath your knees. If you feel okay, then don't worry. So, in fact, it's quite nice working at home, isn't it? Because with some of us, well, I've got carpet, which I don't usually work on carpet at all, and there's a nice underlay and a bit of mat, and it's nice and soft for me here now. Okay, so from here, hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to breathe in, pull the chest forward and just feel that length in the body here. So we're kind of like creating a nice bit of length here. Now look down to the hands, bring the right hand in just very slightly, and then spin that left arm up towards the sky. And then as we exhale, thread this left hand, but slide it past that right wrist as we bring that left arm down. So making sure that the left shoulder is kind of like in line with the right wrist, hopefully. So don't pull the hand back, take the shoulder forward. And then really press into that right hand and lift that right shoulder up a little bit higher. Maybe you can come up onto those right fingertips so we feel that we're getting a really good twist through the body. And look over that, maybe even turn the head to look over that right shoulder there. And then exhale, let that hand come down flat, this right hand. Press into that left hand. Take the left arm up towards the sky. So stretch that left arm all the way up. Exhale, and again, slide that hand behind the right wrist so that arm comes down, so the shoulder comes quite close behind the right wrist. Press into the right hand, extend that right leg out behind you. Now lift that right shoulder up slightly so you feel that you're more in line. Start to lift that right leg up behind you. So we lift that right leg up nice and high. Press down into this left leg as well. So we're pressing down and the head's just resting on the left ear. Press into that right leg. Now bring that right foot down onto the floor. So just letting that right foot come all the way down into the floor. Press into the right hand. Bring that left hand all the way up towards the sky. So that right leg is still extended out. Stretch back, feel that openness. Breathe in and exhale, again sliding that hand. So we're not completely crunched up. So we've got a nice lot of space between the waist, the armpit and the shoulder. So the left shoulder and the left knee is a good bit of space. Lift the right leg up behind you. Bend that right leg. And then from here, we're going to take hold, take the right hand onto the right foot, and then push that foot up towards the sky. Now, if you feel you're falling over a lot, maybe just check out your stance, just making sure that you're not too close. So the elbow, the shoulder isn't too close. If the shoulder's too close to the legs, you kind of come down into a real scrunched up position. It's really quite hard to lift that foot. But I see most of you got the foot, so that's good. So from here, we're going to breathe in. We're going to release the foot. Bring the right hand back down. Extend that right leg all the way out behind you. Lift up and extend the left arm out in front of you. So again, think about coming from your core. Extend the left arm out and the right leg back. Lift through the core, breathe in, stretch into those opposites. Exhale, bring them both in towards your tummy. Roll it up as if you're coming into your cat position. And then breathing in and then extending that left arm out and that right leg out. And exhale, coming, rolling all the way up. And breathe in, extend, stretch, and exhale. And breathing in, coming through. Keeping that right leg lifted. Now from here, if you don't take the right foot down to the floor, just kind of you maybe rest the shin and then lift the right leg back up into your downward facing dog. Lift in that right leg, open up that right hip here. Lift the chest, pull the chest and the heart forward, stretch out from the core. And then exhale, bring that knee in towards the nose. Breathe in, stretch open that leg, open up through that hip. And exhale, bring that right knee over to the left elbow. And then breathe in, open up that right leg. And bring that right knee to the left elbow. And then breathe in, lifting that leg. Bring that foot all the way down onto the floor. Pull the chest forward, bring the knees in towards the chest. Chest and heart comes forward. Exhale, sit all the way back onto the heels. And just stretching out those arms in front of you. So we're going to do that same little sequence, but on the other side. So from here, come up onto the hands, onto the knees. Press into those hands. Drop into those knees. Roll those shoulders all the way down the back. Breathe in, pull the chest and the heart forward. Now, think about where the left hand is, because that left hand isn't really going to move from that position for a little while. Maybe bring that left hand in just very slightly towards the right hand. And make sure you've got this big distance between the shoulders and the hips. Because if we start by scrunching up, we're going to find that quite difficult to balance later on. So the chest comes forward. We're going to lift the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread that right hand all the way through. Skip it past the left wrist. Let that right shoulder come down onto the floor. Press into that left hand and really feel you can come up onto those left fingertips. And really feel that left shoulder lifting. Maybe even look up over that left shoulder here. So we're kind of extending, getting that stretch, that rotation through the thoracic region before we kind of get going. And just press down into the hands here. And then from here, press into the left hand, extend, unwind, and take that right arm back up towards the sky. Now you might find that feels a little bit uncomfortable, so just go as far as you feel you can, so even if it's only halfway up. Breathe in, exhale, thread it through, skim that hand past that left wrist. So keeping the body nice and long, let that shoulder come down. Make sure we're not too close and coiled up. That shoulder comes down the side of the head. If you're finding the head's off the floor, maybe take a cushion underneath your head. Then from here, we're going to extend the left leg, isn't it? So extend that left leg out behind you. So just taking that left leg, toes on the floor first of all, so just stretching out. And find your balance. Press into this left hand, lift that left leg up. So just lifting the left leg up. Try to take it up behind you rather than out to the side. If you take it out to the side, the balance changes and you've got more chance of falling over. So press into this left hand, lift that left leg high. Notice the pull through your core as well here. And then bring that left leg down, press into that left hand, bring that right arm up towards the sky, open the chest. Breathe in, exhale, slide that right hand. And you can feel that space you've got from the hips to the shoulders. And we want to keep that area as spacious as possible so we don't feel that we're scrunched up when we come into this pose. Now lift that left leg up towards the sky. Bend that left leg. Then from here, press into the outside of the right hand. Take hold of the left foot and push the left foot up towards the sky. Make sure that you remember, find that spaciousness in your body. If you're crunched up too much, you'll probably find it quite hard. So we have to really lift that left shoulder up. So if the left shoulder's not lifted up, we're kind of too collapsed in, we probably won't be able to hold on to that foot. Everyone looks okay? Good, lovely. And don't worry if you roll over. That's fine. And then from here, we're going to bring the left hand back down onto the floor. Lift that left leg and then extending that right arm forward, keeping that left leg lifted. Stretch out from your core so your leg comes forward, back, and your hand comes forward. Breathe in, exhale, pull them both into your mid-center. And then breathing in and extending all the way out. And again, exhale, bring the knee in and the elbow in. And breathing in and extending out. And then bring the knee and the elbow in. And then extending out. Bring both hands onto the floor. That left leg's extended up and out. Tuck in the right toes under. Now from here, you can push straight into downward dog. If you find that's too much, just rest the left shin kind of on the heel and then press up. So you've got something to kind of push off of. And lifting that left leg up towards the sky. Really press down into the feet. And again, feel yourself extending from the core. Breathe in. As we exhale, we're going to bring that knee in towards the chest. Come into plank, bring that knee in towards the chest. And remember, you can do this on your hands and knees if you want, rather than dog. Breathe in, extend that leg back all the way up. From here, we're going to bring that right leg to the right elbow, coming forward into your plank. And then breathe in, coming back, extending. And then right knee to left elbow, or the other one if you did the other one last time. And then coming through and lift that leg all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, bring that leg to join the other leg. Bring the knees down onto the floor. Sit all the way back on the heels. Extend out, lift the chest so we feel that we're lifting from the core. And then just folding all the way down. Slide the hands back towards the knees. Sitting up nice and tall. Lift those arms all the way up towards the sky. Link those fingers, turn those palms all the way up. Breathing in, as we exhale, lean over to the left, let the hips drop over to the right. So we're kind of really opening up through that right side of the body. Breathe in, come back to the center, slide the hips over to the left, and the arms come over to the other side. And then breathe in and coming all the way up. Exhale, let those hands come all the way down towards the earth. Bring those hands onto the floor. From here, we're going to the toes are flat here, so we're going to bring the knees in towards the chest. Flip over those toes. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and let the head release all the way down here. And as we breathe in, we lift and we lengthen. And then as we exhale, just folding all the way down. And breathe in. Lift the chest and the heart. Exhale, bend those knees. Breathe in, lift both arms all the way up towards the sky, stretching and lengthening. Exhale, bring the thumbs into the heart, Samasthiti. Take a moment. Spread those toes, and as we spread the toes, just imagine you're drawing energy all the way up into your belly and from your heart all the way down into your belly. Just allow this light to shine here. From here, we're going to take the hands onto the belly. So we're going to use, we use this to bring this balance into our body. And we're not just talking about balance within, like, well, I'm wobbly, I'm going to fall over. This kind of equanimity within ourselves. And when we find this equanimity within ourselves, we're kind of more accepting. We can open up to everyone. We use our yoga to just kind of like spread our love out into the world. So just accepting of yourself, accepting of everyone, every being, every animal, every creature. So just breathe in here. From here, We're going to lift that right leg up. So just draw that right leg. Keeping the shoulders pulled back, lifting through the body. Extend the right leg. Breathe in now, lift both arms up towards the sky. Just roll onto that right foot, lifting up onto those back toes. And then exhale, bring the hands down, and then just lift the right toes off the floor. Good, and then we're going to breathe in, we're going to breathe in, we're going to bring the arms up. Again, so just rolling through, and then from here, we're going to lift up that back leg, that left leg, like we've just done in that other pose. Pull the chest open from the heart, open from the belly. Exhale, press into the foot as we start to move forward into our Natarajasana. Lift the right hand. You can bring the thumb onto the ring finger if you wish, and then that's your earth mudra. Lifting the chest, pushing that foot away. Good, lovely. And then from here, breathing in, lifting both arms up, bring that leg forward. Exhale, step forward. Actually, just keep those arms up. Roll onto the right foot. Exhale, roll back, lift those left toes. Breathe in, rolling through, lifting the arms up, then taking that right hand round behind, hold onto that right foot, and then we're going to come forward into Natarajasana. And again, think about bringing the thumb onto the ring finger, extending through your belly, stretching, lengthening. Good. And then from here, we're going to breathe in. Lift both arms up, bring that leg, and bring that foot all the way down. And just placing those feet on the floor, spreading those toes, roll the shoulder blades all the way down the back. Lift up onto the toes. And then exhale, drop. Roll into the heels. Lift the toes, really spread those toes. And just feel them grounding, opening onto the floor, pulling down through that core, lifting up through the navel. And breathe in. And then breathe in, lifting up. Come right up onto those tiptoes again. The arms come up above the head. Find that balance within your body. Exhale, coming down. Let those hands come all the way down towards the earth. Lifting those heels off the floor. Pull the chest and the heart forward so you feel that you're pulling forward from the heart space. Exhale, dropping those heels onto the earth. Push the bottom back. Sweep the arms up into Utkatasana. Holding it here. Breathe into your body. Breathe into that stretch, bring the thumbs into the heart. From here, we're going to take the left elbow over the right knee, so spinning through the core. And as that left elbow comes over, just watch that left knee wants to shoot forward. So we're going to kind of keep those legs suckered together. And then from here, we're going to come up onto those left toes. Step back with that left foot, nice and deep, keeping that twist going. Looking up over that right shoulder. You can bring the left hand down if you want to, and take the right arm up and just spin through the body, lifting that right arm. And exhale. Bring that right hand all the way down onto the earth. Pull the chest and the heart forward, straighten into that right leg. Breathe in, come forward, bend that right leg. Bring that left leg all the way, step forward with that that left leg, so it kind of comes towards the right little toe. So sitting up tall, if I come round this way. So we're going to sit up tall. Hands slightly behind you. Lift that left arm up towards the sky. Stretch that left arm up. Exhale, take that left elbow over that right knee. Bring the palms together if you want to, and then just easing back. And then extend that right arm back behind you. So we feel we've got that twist. So the arm's out, and we're just stretching back. Now take the left hand, run the left hand all the way down to that right foot. Lift the right leg up and really pull up behind. So we feel that we're lifting the body up, so we're not sagging behind. We're lifting, opening the chest. And then exhale, come through. Lifting that leg up in the center, taking that leg out to the side, extend that left arm all the way out. And then from here, we're going to let that right leg come all the way, so we come back. We're going to spin that right leg all the way back into that pigeon pose, but we're not going to hold it here very long, so we're going to lift and open the chest here. So that's our back bend for that little vinyasa. Roll the shoulders down the back, tuck the back toe under, sweep that left leg up towards the sky, lifting, open, press into those hands. And then exhale, bring the knee in towards the chest. Circling it through. Breathe in, taking that left leg all the way up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, cross the body, twist. And breathe in, taking that left leg up. Left elbow, left knee, and come through. Lift that left leg all the way up. Exhale, bring that left leg forward in between the hands. Roll the shoulders, straighten into that left leg. Bend in that left leg. Step that right foot to join the left knee, the left foot. Right foot to join the left foot. Breathe in, lift both arms all the way up towards the sky. Stretching up into those hands. Find your balance as you come onto the tips of your toes here. So lifting up onto those tips of the toes. Okay, good. And then from here, we're going to come forward, still on the tips of the toes, letting those hands come all the way down towards the earth, letting the head release all the way down. Breathe in, lift in the chest and the heart. Drop in those heels, bend those knees. Breathe in, lift those arms up into Utkatasana. Just drop in back into those hands. Push the bottom back. Bring the hands into the heart. This time we're going to take the right elbow over the left knee. Now from here, if you want to, you can take a brick and you can take that left arm up. Right hand comes over, left hand comes up towards the sky. You can take the hand onto the floor. You can even just take the left arm up, keeping that right elbow over the left knee here. Think about those legs. Sucker those thighs together. Watch that right knee wants to come forward. Pull both hips back. Push the tailbone back as we come into that twist here. Take a nice long deep breath in. Bring the hands back into your, actually let's take the hands, no, let's keep the hands here. We're going to lift the right leg this time, and we're going to step back with that right foot and bring those hands. Try and think about getting those hands right into the heart space here. Pressing into that back foot. Wobbly today on that side. Okay, good. Press into the back leg, spin it around. Open up the open up that right back foot. Okay, now turn the head, look down to that left little toe. We're going to step the right knee to the left little toe, and we're going to come down. And I've still got my hands in prayer here. Twisting round, thumbs into the heart. So make sure you're not sitting on the feet, and press into this left big toe knuckle. From here, we're going to expand. We're going to just take that left arm back, keeping the body. It's quite tempting to kind of slouch down, but we're going to kind of really lift up through the body. So as we draw that arm back, we feel that openness. From here, we're going to take the right hand, take hold of the left leg. So we're kind of twisting right across the body. Watch this right knee, it wants to come up, but keep it down, twist through the body. Come back to the center. Kiss the shin if you want to, and then taking that left leg out to the left. Look over to that right hand. Let me bring myself back into line a little bit. Lift up nice and tall. And then from here, we're going to take this left leg, and we're going to let that left leg just spin all the way around. And just come through. But we're not going to come onto the elbows unless you want to. We're going to bring the hands back, lifting the chest and the heart here. Roll the shoulders down the back. Pull that left hip in towards the earth. Lift and open through the heart. So get that lovely stretch into that right hip here. And then from here, come forward, slightly tuck that left toe underneath. Extend up, take that right leg all the way up towards the sky. So and look slightly forward as well. So as you come up, that right leg lifts. Breathe in. As we exhale, bring that right knee in towards the nose. Come forward into plank. Right knee in towards the nose. Breathe in, extend it all the way back. Right knee to left elbow. Come through, twist through the body. Feel that rotation. Watch those shoulders. Breathe in, come back. And then bring that knee to the same knee to the same elbow. And then breathe in, pushing back. And then from here, come forward. Bring that left leg forward in between the hands, or right leg, whichever leg it is. Straighten into that leg, head to knee. Bend that front knee, breathe in, step forward with the back leg. Release the head all the way down. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, spread into those toes. Breathe in, sweeping those arms all the way up towards the sky. Stretch into those fingers. Excuse me. Come up onto the toes, lifting all the way up onto the toes. Breathe. Exhale, come forward. Let the hands come down towards the earth. Find your balance, that equanimity within your body. Release the head all the way down. Lift up. Chest and heart comes forward. Exhale, drop the heels down. Bend those knees. Breathe in, lifting into Utkatasana. Lift those arms all the way up towards the sky. Push that tailbone all the way back. Now breathe in, lift the arms up, lift that left leg up. Exhale, come forward into your warrior three, but take those arms back behind you and try and get that leg up so it's the same height. And the arms are kind of like winging back behind you. So just coming through. Breathe in, bend that right leg, bring that left leg all the way down. So just bring it down onto the floor. Push that heel out. Bring those arms forward, stretch forward. Open that left arm, bring the right arm up towards the sky. Drawing that right arm up. Now taking this left hand, just bring that left hand across the body, stretch into the right side. And then swapping over, right hand comes in front of the body, left arm comes over the top. Press into that right foot. And breathe in, right arm comes all the way up, left arm comes across the body. And breathing in, right arm comes across, left arm comes over. And breathing in. Just a couple more times on the breath. Breathing in. And exhale. Coming all the way up. So we're working through that core. Working just a little bit harder by making those leaves a little bit longer. Now from here, straight, when the right arm's up towards the sky, straighten into that right leg. Breathing, come forward into Trikonasana. Just allowing yourself to ease down into triangle pose. Look up to the left hand. Roll the shoulders back. Press out into that back of that left foot. And then bend that right knee. Breathing in, lifting that right arm all the way up. Come onto the right heel, lift the right toes. Spin all the way around. Let the right hand come down towards the earth. The left arm circles up and over. Straighten into that left leg. Head and kiss your shin. If you want to, breathe in, come forward. Again, push back, this time into downward facing dog. Push back. And again, breathe in, come forward. Exhale, push back on the out breath. Breathe in, come forward. And either coming knees, nose, chest, or chaturanga dandasana. You can lift into upward facing dog, or you can keep it low in a cobra here. Roll over those toes. Push back into your downward facing dog. Pressing into those hands. Letting that head release all the way down. Listen to the sound of the breath, that Ujjayi breath here. Pull that navel all the way back. From here, lifting that left leg all the way up towards the sky. Press into the left leg, look slightly forward. Bring that left leg in towards the chest. Place that left leg in between the hands. Again, straighten that left leg. Bend that left leg, step forward with the right leg. Release the head all the way down. Spread the toes. Breathe in, bring the arms all the way up. Come up onto the toes and really stretching out into those calves. So lifting those arms up. Now let the hands come down to the earth. So just bringing those hands all the way down to the earth. Keeping on those toes if possible. And again, really feel that you're lifting up. Feel how your core has to work here to kind of hold you up there. And then dropping those heels down onto the earth. Bend those knees. Breathe in. Lift both arms all the way up. Stretching those arms through. Push the hips back into Utkatasana. Breathe in, standing tall. This time, we're going to lift the right leg up. Exhale, let that right leg come back. Pull the chest and heart forward. From here, bend that right foot, drop that right heel down onto the earth. Sweep both arms forward, roll the shoulders down the back. Breathe in, let that right arm come up and over, and the left arm lifts up. And then taking this right arm across the body, so we're kind of not leaning on anything, so we're having to work a little bit harder. And then from here, we're going to alternate, so we bring the left arm and the right arm comes over. And pressing into that left leg, right arm comes across the body. And exhale, just circling through. Using your core here and breathing in and lifting and exhale and breathe in this time. We're going to run the right hand down the back of the leg, lift the left arm, straighten into that left leg and then reach forward into your triangle pose. Trikonasana, letting that right arm come all the way up towards the sky. Look to the right hand, press down into the feet. Really make sure you're not gripping with the feet. Holding it here. Listen to the sound of the breath. And then bend that left leg. Bring that right hand down onto the right thigh. Lift the left arm up, come onto the left heel. Spin all the way around onto that right leg. Let that left hand come down, the right arm comes all the way back and all the way over. And then exhale, straighten into the right leg, kiss the shin if you want to. As you breathe in, bring the chest and heart forward, dip into those hips. Exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. And breathe in, come forward into your plank. Exhale, come all the way back to your downward facing dog. Breathe in, come forward into your plank, lowering down either through Chaturanga Dandasana, lift in the chest and the heart. Exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Just paddling through those feet, lift the tailbone up, letting that head feel nice and loose. From here, we're going to lift the right leg up towards the sky, lift that right leg. Exhale, bring that right foot forward in between the hands, straighten into that right leg. Step forward with that left leg, release the head all the way down. Breathe in, lifting those arms all the way up towards the sky. Draw those arms up. Lift up onto those tips of the toes so we feel the back of the legs working. So come up onto the tips of the toes. Let the hands come all the way down towards the earth. Staying on those toes if possible. Come down. Lift up through those toes. Let the head just drop forward. Now bend those knees, drop the heels down onto the floor, lifting up into Utkatasana, just stretching, lengthening here, pressing that tailbone all the way back. Listen to your breath. Come up, and as we come up, lift the left leg up this time, pull those shoulders down the back. Take those arms out to the side this time. Exhale, taking that left leg back and up. Hold it here. Keep the chest and the heart pulling forward. Exhale, bring that left leg back. Sweep those arms forward like we did before. Breathe in, lifting that left arm, and it comes across the body, and the right arm comes over. Exhale, flow it through. So we're really just going to flow on the breath. Breathe in, lift that right arm up. Exhale, right arm comes all the way over. And breathe in. This time let the left arm come down. Right arm comes up. Straighten into that right leg. Keep this left hand on that left hip. Come forward, reaching forward into your Trikonasana. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Take this left arm up and then over the head. So you're stretching right so it comes in a big half circle. So it comes up. And you can use a brick underneath that right hand if you want to. And just stretching, pushing that hip all the way through. Lift through the chest. Open the heart. Think about this core working. Bend that front knee. Breathe in, lifting that right arm up towards the sky. Come up onto that right heel. Spin it all the way around. Let that right hand come down. This left hand's out behind. Come onto the right toes. Sweep that arm all the way up and over. Let that, left hand, let that left hand come down. Press back into your downward facing dog. Turn that tailbone up towards the sky. Breathe in, ripple forward into your plank. Chest and heart comes forward. Almost imagine you've got the traction between your feet and your heels. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. I can see your faces there. They're like, oh. And then again, breathe in, come forward into your plank and lower down through Chaturanga or knees, nose, chest. Good. Sliding through, lift and open the chest. Toes are flat here as we come into our upward facing dog. Exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Push that tailbone high. Press into those hands. Lift up through the core. From here, we're going to breathe in, lifting that left leg up behind you, so that left leg lifts all the way up. Breathe in, we're going to take that left knee across to the right elbow, so it comes over to the right elbow. And breathe in, and then taking that leg all the way back and up. Breathe in, bring that left knee to the left elbow, so we come through good, lovely. And then breathe in and taking that left leg all the way back. And then exhale, bring that left knee in towards the chest. Place that left foot all the way down onto the floor. Straighten into the front leg, head to knee. Bend that left leg, step forward with that back foot, releasing the head all the way down. Breathe in, lifting those arms all the way up towards the sky, stretching to those fingers. Breathe in, come up onto those toes. Exhale, fold forward, let the hands come all the way down towards the earth. Hands on the floor, turn that tailbone up, pull those shoulders away from the ears, so they're going back toward the body, lifting the chest up high. Exhale, fold forward a little bit deeper, drop the heels onto the floor, sweeping those arms up into Utkatasana, holding that stretch here, dropping into the legs, working through the thighs. Keep this Ujjayi breathing flowing, so it kind of like allows that breath to move. Breathe in, lifting those arms up, lift that left leg up towards the sky. And again, this time as we come back, take the arms out to the side. Bring that, right leg, we've done the left leg, haven't we? Come back, right leg lifts up. Exhale, taking that right leg all the way back. Holding it here. Then that left leg, drop that right heel back. Bring both arms forward. Reach forward. Open that right arm. And the right arm comes across the body again. And then breathing in and coming all the way over. And breathing in. Left arm lifts, right arm in front of the body. And exhale. Left arm comes across, right arm comes over. And breathing in, right arm comes through, left arm comes up. Slide that right hand down that right leg, stretch into the left arm, reaching forward into, coming into triangle. Roll that right shoulder, and then this right arm does this half circle up and over the head. So what we're doing, we're increasing the levers, and as we increase the levers, the poses become a little bit harder. So just stretching here into your triangle. Make sure that that right arm doesn't kind of like hang through. We're stretching and we're lengthening here. And then from here, bend that left knee, breathe in, right arm comes all the way up and over, left arm comes up, come onto that left heel, spin all the way around to the other side. Let that left hand drop down, come onto that left toe, spin that right arm all the way back and round, straighten into that right leg, kiss the shin. Breathe in, come forward, chest and heart comes forward. Exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. Breathe in on the in-breath, ripple forward into your plank. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, come forward into plank, bending those elbows, coming down through Chaturanga, lift and open the chest. Exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. From here, we're going to lift the right leg all the way up towards the sky. Open up that right hip. Bring that right knee over to the left elbow, coming into plank. Breathe in, taking that leg up. Bring the right knee to the right elbow. And breathing in, lifting that right leg up. And exhale, bring that right foot forward in between the hands. Straighten into that right leg, kiss the shin. Step forward with the left foot, release the head. Breathe in, lifting those arms all the way up. Stretching those arms up. Exhale, bring the hands into the heart, sun steady here. Fingers pressed together. Feel your breath. So we're going to keep flowing, the same flow, we're just adding on each time, okay? So from here, we're going to breathe in. Come up onto the toes, lift those arms all the way up towards the sky, stretching all the way up. Exhale, let those hands come all the way down towards the earth. Lift the hips, pull the chest forward. Exhale, bend the knees, drop the heels, lift those arms into Utkatasana, pushing through and back into those hips. Breathe in, lifting up, lifting that left knee all the way up. Now this time, now we've done two options, arms back, arms out. If you want to, lift that left leg up, bring both arms forward so we come into warrior three. So really keep that chest lifted so the movement isn't hardly anything. And we keep the core strong, bend that right leg, drop that left hand down, bring that left arm across the body, right arm up. Exhale, flow it through. Working with the breath. Now left hand stays down, right arm comes up. Stretch into that right leg. Now from here, we're going to bring the left hand up. Take hold of the elbows. From here, we're going to bend the knee and we're going to come over. So we're going to just bend over. So the leg's not straight in Trikonasana like we've been doing. It's bent this time. So just hold it here. Draw the arms back towards the ears. You can feel, try not to let the head rest. We're kind of rolling through. Breathe in, lifting up, extending straight into the leg, straighten into the arms, bend that leg again, and we're going to come over. So keep the body nice and long, really feel active into the waist as we come over. Roll these left ribs back so we're not rolling forward into it. And breathe in and coming back. Let that left hand drop down, come on to that right heel, spin it all the way round. Let that right hand come down, come onto the right toes. Bring that left arm all the way up, circling it all the way up. Exhale, bring that left hand down onto the floor. Exhale, straighten into that left leg. Breathe in, come forward. Exhale, straighten into both legs by pushing back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, come forward. Keep the core strong as you come forward. Exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Breathe in, come forward into plank. Either come down through chaturanga, dandasana, or knees, nose, chest. Slide in through, lift and open the heart. Exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Turn that tailbone high and just paddling through the feet here. Just give yourself a little rest. And then from here, lifting that left leg all the way up towards the sky. Open up that left hip. Breathe in, bring that left knee over towards the right elbow. Then slide that left leg through. Rotate through, lift the right arm up towards the sky. So we're going to have fallen triangle here. And then exhale, bring that right hand all the way down. Spin round, lifting that left leg up towards the sky. Breathing in, bring that left elbow to the left knee. And breathe in, take that leg up. Bring that knee in towards the chest, bring that foot forward in between the hands. Straighten that front leg. Bend that front leg, step forward, release the head all the way down. Bend those knees. Breathe in, lift those arms up towards the sky. Stretch those arms all the way up. Stretching, lengthening. Exhale, come right up onto the tips of the toes. Exhale, let those hands come all the way down towards the earth. Really lift into the toes, pull up through your core. Bend those knees, drop the heels down onto the earth. Breathe in, lifting those arms all the way up into Utkatasana. Be aware of the strength in your belly here. From here, we're going to stand tall. Lift that right leg up. Exhale, come forward. And try and keep, if you're keeping the arms forward, really try and lift. I've run out of room here. So just lifting that right leg all the way up. Bend that left leg, bring that right arm comes all the way over. Left arm comes up, crossing the arms across the body. And exhale, coming all the way over. And breathe in, coming all the way up. And exhale, coming all the way over. And breathing in and lifting all the way up. And exhale, coming all the way over. This time breathing in, let the right hand come up, let the left hand come all the way up. Now bring the right hand up to join the left hand. Bend the elbows, hold onto the elbows. Bend that left knee, coming over. So we're kind of thinking about the waist being nice and long, really activating through the waist. Press into that left foot, press out into the right side edge. Roll those hips out. And then breathe in, lifting up, bring both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, coming over, just feel how that's changed that energy. And then breathe in and lifting all the way up. From here, we're going to bring the right hand down, just spin onto that right heel. Come onto those left toes. Bring the left hand all the way down towards the earth. Spin that right arm all the way up and over onto the floor. Exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Breathe in, come forward into your plank. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, come forward into plank, either lowering down through Chaturanga Dandasana on knees, nose, chest, coming to upward dog, or keep the knees down in cobra, tuck the toes under, or roll over those toes. Push back into your downward facing dog. Spread those hands, open up through the soles of the feet. From here, we're going to lift the right leg up towards the sky. Open up that right leg. From here, bring the right leg over to the left knee. Oh, actually, now we're going to extend that out, aren't we? Coming into your fallen triangle. And then let that left hand come down. Sweep that right leg all the way back up. Bring the right knee to the right elbow. Push back. Bring the knee in towards the chest. Exhale, straighten that leg. Bend that front knee, step forward, release the head all the way down. Breathe in, lifting those arms all the way up towards the sky. Come onto those toes. And then let the hands just drop down into Samasthiti. Our equal standing pose. And listen to the breath, pressing those hands together, press up through the feet. Really feel yourself lifting up. Take a nice long deep breath in, lift the arms up, come up onto the toes. Exhale, let the hands come all the way down towards the earth. Keeping on those toes if possible, so you're lifting up through the core. Really activating through the legs. Breathe in, looking halfway up. Exhale from here, just dropping down, bring the heels down. And then from here, we're going to step back into our downward facing dog. So just step back into dog, holding it here. Come right up onto those toes. Bend those knees. Bring those knees down onto the floor. Sit back on the heels, but try and keep the chest lifted as we sit all the way back. Reach those arms out in front of you. Let the head come down towards the earth. Press into the hands. Now from here, lift the head on the inhalation. Take the left hand out to the side, take the right hand on top of it, pull the elbows in towards each other, and let the head rest down onto the upper arms, pulling back into the right hip. And then from here, take the right hand over, bring the left hand on top. Make sure you don't just scoot over, so the head's kind of, you're squeezing the head with the upper arms, pulling back into that left hip. And then breathe in, bringing the hands back to the center. Just let the knees come wide, just taking the knees wider. Take the left hand through to hold onto the toes. Reach the right arm forward, so you take the left arm between the knees, hold onto the toes, look underneath that right armpit, come onto those fingers. And then from here, lifting up, taking the left hand forward, and then just taking the right arm through. Come onto the left fingers, reach back with that right hand. And then from here, bring both hands forward, walking those hands all the way back. And so we've got the knees wide, just crossing over those legs, bring those knees in, hug those knees in, lift the feet off of the floor, and extend those legs up into your boat, lifting the chest, and then just rolling all the way back. Let the knees come in towards the chest, just circle through those knees. Feel that sacrum move in right where we started into our twists on the earth. Back in the opposite direction. Chin tucked in. Take the arms out to the sides. Let the knees drop over to the right hand side. Just an easy twist. And just notice how your body feels here on the earth. Just dropping down, looking over to the left arm. And then bring the knees back to the center. Take the knees over to the left hand side. Looking over to the right. Dropping those shoulders. And then breathe in, bring the knees back to the center. From here, just hug the knees in towards the chest. Exhale, lift the head up towards the knees and breathe in, releasing down. Exhale from here, we're going to rock up into a seated position. Sitting tall. If you want to put any warm clothing on, Just pop in some warm clothing on. So sitting tall, relaxing the shoulders. Make sure you feel nice and warm and comfortable here. And the shoulders dropping down the back. Listen to the sound of the breath here. Breath in your body. Bring awareness to your nostrils and feel that cool air as you breathe in, keeping the body lifted, shoulders dropping down the back. Now from here we're going to breathe into the left nostril first of all, so just breathe in through the, keeping the hands where they are, breathe into the left. And then breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. And out through the left. So just keep that breath flowing, that alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana, just bringing this balance into our bodies. This balance of the light and the shadow, the masculine and the feminine. Just feel that balance. And when we feel balanced and equal within ourselves, then that's when we can, we feel that we can spread that love evenly out to into the world, to all creatures, all beings. Just notice how your breath is slowing down, and just notice how sensitive you are to the right and the left side of your body, to those nostrils. And then from here we're going to breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, just letting that chin drop all the way down towards the chest. And then let the chin drop even further down, just curling in towards the chest. Try not to push back, roll it back too far. And just rolling down. Let the hands come down towards the earth. And just releasing all the way through. Bring the elbows onto the floor if you want to. Let the head come down. And then just very gently rolling all the way up through the back. So just finding a little bit of stillness. This has been our yang and our yin, really, isn't it? So the practice we did was quite fluid and moving. And now we've been drawing ourselves down into silence, into stillness. So let's come back down into Shavasana. But if you want to stay seated, you can. And if you feel happiest seated, then you can. And even if you want to start seated and then come back into Shavasana halfway through, you can. Otherwise, just coming into Shavasana, making yourself really comfortable here. As we lie here, just take a moment to find your stillness, or if you're seated, just feel yourself still. And we're going to tap into the stillness of the season. And the earth is offering us the greatest amount of downtime through this darkness. As we drop down, as we feel this stillness within us, just bring your awareness down into your core. And just imagine your body from all sides, as if you're looking down at yourself from above. And just find yourself just being pulled into that inner ocean of peace and quiet and stillness. It's just the ripples on the surface just start to subside here. And the outside world can be so busy, but inside we can find peace, stillness, tranquility. Just let your breath feel soft and your mind will follow. And just feel yourself moving deeper still, just towards your inner core. As if you were porous and you were just being absorbed into yourself. And as you find yourself closer to this bliss center, just see the brightness there. And let this light, let this brightness just shine out like a lighthouse through the darkness. Let it shine out for everyone to see. And just feel this stillness, feel this presence. And just take a moment now to release, to let go, and to be still. And from here, just take a nice long deep breath in through the nose. Just feel that breath energizing your body. Bring some movement to your fingers, to your toes, just awakening your body. And just very gently, so we don't disturb that peace and stillness too much, just rolling those knees over onto the right hand side, curling up. And then just very slowly, just coming into a seated position, just rolling those knees, coming into a seated position, lifting, lengthening through the body. Take a nice long deep breath in, lift those arms all the way up. Bring the palms together, exhale, bring the thumbs into the heart. Just keeping those hands there and just thinking about keeping this sense of stillness and presence with you so that you can transfer a little on everyone you come into contact with during this, over these next few weeks. If we come into contact with anyone at all, that is. So take a nice long deep breath in, lifting the head. And thank you very much for your practice this morning. Om Shanti.